What's up, everyone? Ref the meet yesterday, and I want to talk about why some people get red lights on their deadlift that they don't understand. First, if you get a red light, even if it's a good lift, ask the judge why you got a red light. Do it politely. The judges are there to uphold the standard, but also to help you. They're going to make you aware of issues you may not know you have that will cost you a lift, and I'm going to go over some of those because people get really confused. They lock out a deadlift or think they've locked out a deadlift, and then they get red lights and they're like, what happened? And they just walk off all pissed. Take the time, find out why, learn. So I'm gonna go over some reasons. I had this to the side as much as I possibly can so you guys can see what I'm doing and I'm gonna talk about it. So, one of the calls, obviously, is hitching. So, if you're doing one of these little ditties where your legs are wobbling and then your knees are forward and you're inching your way up, that's hitching or ramping. If you're ramping up the quads, like if you use your quads to support the load and then try and straighten yourself out, you're gonna get called for ramping on that, okay? Regardless of stance, even if you're sumo, if you start doing this little wiggle, woggle up, that's hitching and ramping, you're gonna get a red light. Now, something else, you'll notice I have a mixed grip right now. So you'll see this often, where somebody will lock out a lift, their legs will lock, their heads back, but with the mixed grip, the underhand automatically is in external rotation. You have to externally rotate to get the underhand. The overhand may not be, and they have this little twist where the shoulder's forward. I will switch so you can see. Overhand, underhand, and sometimes people lock out like this. See that shoulder? It's not behind the bar. That's a red light. It has to be here. So if you got a side judge who calls one of your shoulders off because you mix grip and you're this way, yes, you're technically locked out through the legs, your head's behind the bar, but your shoulder's forward, it must be back behind the bar. Be cautious of that. You must externally rotate that shoulder to finish. This, of course, is not a problem if you're hook grip for most of the time because most people will turn their elbows into the body of the bar and they're automatically going to be behind. If you're this way, that wouldn't be a lock-in either. You're in front of the bar. You have to be behind, right? So we get that often. The other thing, especially on sumo, overextending is going to bend the knees. That is a soft knee lockout. If you extend so hard that your hips go through to the bar, not to the bar, through the bar, look at those knees. That's soft knees. They must be locked and you must be behind the bar in an erect posture. Yes, you can tilt your head back and lean back your shoulders a little bit to make sure you have balance, but if you do this, knees bent, soft knees, all right? So, and that happens with conventional too. People do it all the time. They overextend here and they have their knees soft. You're gonna get soft knees there as well. So when you get a red light in the meet, don't be shy. Go to the judge, ask them why, politely. They're not your enemy. They are here to help you become a better lifter over time because you're going to learn the standards of the sport and you fix that in training so it's not there on meet day. If you don't ever ask and you don't ever find out, it's going to be there the next meet too. I see some lifters who come in and have soft knees or rounded shoulders every single meet because they never take the time to say, hey, why are you giving me a red light? What do I need to fix to make you happy? And you're not pleasing the judge, you're following the rule book. Learn the rule book.